This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. This has everything to do with just the tape. How fast? This is literally just the tape.
Played through a leg injury much of last year. They think he'll be a more explosive and dynamic player this season. Here's the first carry for Jeremiyah Love. Offensive line for Notre Dame against a terrific defensive line for Miami. This game could well be won in the trenches. Carr rolls out, throws, and it's broken up.
The throw was just a touch late, which allowed Keontae Scott to use that length to bat the ball away and set up a 3rd and long.
Notre Dame's defense rallied after an Irish turnover. Here is Jeremiyah Love, just his 2nd carry. Love again. Did not get the first down. Of how to play football beyond what you would expect.
Great feel.
So C.J. Carr under duress out in the flat. Jeremiyah Love run down. Only 3 carries so far for Love. Here's the 4th. Charlotte played in 3 games last year. Love and Price on the field together. Carr a play action pass, a wheel for Love, and he could not make a one-handed catch. 14 in dire need of a touchdown with 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Down by 14. Love out of the witness protection program. Flag down. Love walked the sideline, got close to the end zone, but there's a flag thrown.
Knapp, who's had his hands full tonight with the outstanding defensive end Ruben Bain, just grabs that jersey a little bit too long as Love breaks to the outside.
I think you got the right guy. There's the hold. Raritan, the hold. I have to go in the 3rd quarter. Miami 21-7. Jeremiyah Love turned the corner and got 2. Love up and over and down at the 8-yard line. 3 yards with a long of 13. Jeremiyah Love lowers his head. Did not get to the goal line. Stacked up just short of it. And now a flag thrown. Did they drive him back for too long?
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 23.
Dylan Day lost his helmet. 1st and goal from inside the 1. Love stopped short of the goal line on what's going to be the last play of the quarter. Yards receiving plus on 13 catches total against Penn State and Ohio State. Jeremiyah Love broke free from a tackle, got 8. He was just 92 yards and the 2 touchdowns. Just threw the interception on that ricochet. Checks it down to Love, who takes off up the sideline. He took a hard hit as he went out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Pittsburgh State in Massachusetts, where he was a prolific quarterback back in his playing days. In the flat, Love run after the catch, picks up the first down by 2. Physicality and a good tackler, and he showed both there. Jeremiyah Love, the running back, gets the call on 2nd and 3 and has the first down. Love, the running back. Eli Raritan, the motion man, and he resets. Pressure immediately. It's a screen. Good call. Jeremiyah Love up and over and down at the 20. Still about 10 yards short of the first down.
Jeremiyah Love is in there. Let's see if they give the ball to him on play number 1. As expected, Love, the tote. And that's what he does. Chews up yards to the tune of 13. Scoring drives in the 4th quarter. after having just one through the first three. Handoff, Love stumbles through, keeps his footing for 9.
See, this is the thing about Jeremiyah Love, is last game they did a lot of RPOs and they were trying to go away from the numbers that said don't run it. Sometimes there can be a free rusher, doesn't matter. Jeremiyah Love can beat free rushers. You give him the ball, you let him have a chance to make plays, you block all the guys you can, and you say, hey, number 4, you're responsible for the unblocked guys, and more times than not, he's going to win.
It's a 3rd down and 1 from midfield. Give it to Love, trying to be special, and he's caught up this time.
Well, I think they're going to dare C.J. Carr to throw the football. That's a lot of people around the box to stop the run.
And they still can't quite do it. He gains 5
against the guy we were talking about, Malachi Fields.
Both backs in there. Price back to the backfield. Now it's Love in motion. They'll pitch it to him. Love trying to get to the outside, and that's well covered by the Aggies. Some extra after the fact, and it looks like that shove at the end drew the penalty.
He's carried the tackle too
After
far.
play, personal foul, late hit out of bounds, defense, number 2, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
23 yards so far for Love. Did not get those touches that was expected in the first half. Carr's going to take a shot here, and it's caught by Raritan behind the defense. Raritan is down just shy of the goal line. A 47-yard rip for the Irish on the flea flicker. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 5 with Jeremiyah Love in there to take the direct snap. Love can't get away. A bear hug and some nastiness coming from Cassius Howe.
Here's the direct snap again right now.
Didn't work the first time. Let's see if Love can make it happen this time. Snap, Love, got it. 1st and goal. Hands on it and survive through the ground. So 2 tight ends out there, 1st and goal. Hand it, Love, and again, you see big number 9 come in to make first contact, Cassius Howe.
I would rather run at Cassius Howe to the left side here.
That's what they do. But Love's not going anywhere, and again, he loses his helmet. They blow it dead.
And get the tackle and the hit behind the line of scrimmage. Sees a gap, shoots the gap, and makes a nice play on Jeremiyah Love.
And this is where number 9 in white, Cassius Howe, comes out and becomes a gamer. Screen pass, Love, decent blocking, hurdles over, and gains 9.
For 215 pounds, he's got electric speed. Told us the other day, he doesn't like to get hit. So he likes to treat playing football like he's playing tag. Just run away from people, don't let people touch him. And sometimes that means jumping over people to do that. I'm getting the play call in on this one.
It's Love to the outside, shows off the burners. Love elusive to midfield. 16 on the ground, and Jeremiyah moves the sticks.
We just outruns. I mean, this guy's coming here is going to be unblocked, but Jeremiyah Love just outruns him. Take a look. Now, as Love gets the ball, there's a guy unblocked. Can't get him on the ground. Takes a bad angle, or we just got outrun on that play.
Fresh set of downs at midfield, right back to Love. Stays on his feet initially, then gets driven backward. Overall athlete that continues to build his rapport with C.J. Carr. They put him in motion now on 1st down. Carr,
open.
Love makes the grab. Love gets away. Touchdown. 36 yards. It's Carr to Love.
An obvious bust in the coverage as Love releases. Nobody on this A&M defense accounts for him. They pick up everybody else. Nobody takes Jeremiyah Love, the most dangerous guy on the field for Notre Dame.
They will get the ball to start the second half. And after A&M took their first lead, the Irish with a chance to take it right back. That was a dangerous throw high for Love. Carr to Love. Trying to get to the outside. He stays inbounds instead all the way to the 35, but the clock's going to run now with under 45 seconds.
Come free to the quarterback.
Notre Dame is 1 for 1 on 4th down. You got to imagine at this point, oh, they weren't ready for it, and Love just has to get down on it. Positive news on Anderson. That is definitely disappointing to lose potentially Williams for the rest of this game. Jeremiyah Love loves to go airborne, and probably a mistake there as he only picks up a yard. So 2nd down and 14. They will shift Greathouse again and hand it to Love. couldn't get any blocking and picks up a yard.
It was just too big for him.
Fresh headed down to the 49. It's Love, and they have got him sniffed out. Loses 3 yards. Love, delay. Love gets across midfield. Love set to take the snap.
I wonder if they have a pass off of this at all.
It feels like at some point that's what they're trying to tee up for themselves.
I mean, now it's going 2 by 2. Pauling and Raritan to the boundary.
Hand it. Love had to find a way, and he is going to be so close. Initially looked short, and the initial spot is a yard shy. Again, they split out Carr. It's Love. 4th and 1. They will snap it. Love will run it, and he won't get there. Not even close. Going back to the well one too many times. Sanford read it like a book. And Love is back in there. Fake it to him. Rush came. Threw it towards Love. Nearly picked. Ratcliffe made the hit. So they'll take it here from the 38. Hand it off Love. Hasn't had much room to work with. Gets across the 40, and they'll mark him down to the 41. Game performance from Carr as he's going to split again. They've gone with this direct snap on several occasions. They're going to do it again to Love. And he sets up the blocking this time, spins his way across the 35 down to the 33.
Could be a run here in 2-down territory.
It is. It's Love. It's a first down.
Here on 3rd down.
20 carries to go with 5 catches. 25 touches for Love. They'll give it to him again. Trying to get to the outside, and he just gets swallowed up by Regis. It's Love. Up the middle, he's got it. Wow. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And Mike Denbrock calls his best player's number in the biggest moment to keep the drive alive.
The backside, and you're right. Give the ball to your best player and see if he can make it happen. Nice cutoff block by Ty Washington, number 7.
Within field goal range. Now can they punch it in? Love busts through the hole. Stays on his feet. Love. Touchdown. 12 yards out. And Love is in the air in South Bend.
But the go-ahead touchdown. Watch the block by Raritan and watch the left tackle. They get a double team here. Now watch Knapp come off on the 2nd level, get the linebacker. That's just well done. Left guard and left tackle and the tight end working together. And Jeremiyah Love doing his thing on 4th down and 1st down as the Irish take the lead.
Now you can top the last 2 weeks for Brian Brown. Crazy stuff with those 2 scores by him. Here's Love. And his first carry of the game goes nowhere.
As a linebacker, those guys do a pretty good job doing their job.
So a loss on the play from Love. And they'll give him another crack at it. And this time Love finds some daylight. Just into Purdue territory.
This was a big emphasis last week for Notre Dame. Get that guy the football right there. 23 carries against Texas A&M. Let that offensive line come off the ball. Excellent blocking.
Career high 23 carries in the loss to Texas A&M. So on 3rd and 3, there's Love just banging it right up the middle for the first down. The defensive coordinator for Barry Odom. He's been everywhere Odom has been. He played linebacker for him back in the days at Missouri. And this is Love looking for a little extra yards. After Love has taken most of the carries on this series, and they're going to give it to him again. And Love is going to pick up the first down. Spin down to the 10.
4-down territory for Notre Dame right here. Just give him the football. It's just his own play. Excellent job by Eli Raritan creating space.
Series this time around, already up to 30 yards on 5 rushes. 1st and goal from just inside the 10 for Notre Dame, and why not give it to Love again? Close to the goal line. 2nd and goal from inside the 1 after another 9-yard gain by Love.
Purdue saying the ball came out at the end of the down.
2nd and goal.
Looks like the knee's down
Yes,
there.
certainly the calf is down. I think he's down, no doubt.
So on 2nd and goal,
Love right behind Carr. Give it to Jeremiyah. Tries to hurdle for the score. Not able to get there.
I love how he hurdles out in space. I don't love him hurdling down here in the low red zone. Get your shoulders down, get your pads down, get right in behind those big blue jerseys.
3rd and goal. Can Purdue hold off the Irish here? Love! Not this time. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This is Gerby Lambert, the right guard. Pull around.
Notre Dame now with a 14-10 lead, taken over here in the latest series at the 25-yard line. There's Jeremiyah Love, who was the workhorse in the last series. The one big strike on the opening play of the game for Notre Dame to Malachi Fields. Here's Love on the 1st and 10 call. Another good gain for Love.
Against A&M last week, this guy learns from week to week.
Ball at the Purdue 49 after the first down pickup by Carr. He hands it off to the guy that really knows what he's doing on the ground.
He knows he was supposed to be staggered, and he made the adjustment.
They give it to Love, and Love's got some room to go and flash that speed. Picks up another first down for the Irish.
I don't care if your stance is staggered or flat. Give number 4 the ball. Good things are going to happen.
There's number 4 again. Seen Jadarian Price for the carry yet. He is electric. On 2nd down and 2, Love with another one. Another first down for Notre Dame. 9. And here's Love around the left side, trying to look for some room. Had it down there after a few yards gained. With 78 official yards right now in receiving yards. And Notre Dame on the early march here. Here is what a cut by Love. Not one, but 2 cuts that opens up down the sideline and streaking for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame. What a run by Love.
If Jeremiyah Love gets to the perimeter, it is over. Watch him go north and south, and then he bounces it one more time, captures the edge. Jordan Faison gets him a good block.
Still ranked in the top 25, so we'll see if those odds go in Notre Dame's favor as they try to make a run here to another play. There's the lead by Love. That has kind of become his signature move.
Jeremiyah Love hurdles because these guys like to tackle him low.
Love's got 137 yards, and he's just picked up about 10 more. Snap. Texas A&M went on to win the ball game in the closing seconds by kicking an extra point that was the difference. This is Love for another first down. We got a job to do. And there are many who feel if they can run the table, they can maybe get themselves back in the playoffs. This is Love.
Offense number 7, 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Down 22. Here is Love. Back healthy. Bottled up. Falls forward. By the big boys for Notre Dame. Love up the gut. Love motioning out of the backfield. So empty set here for Carr and 2nd down and 8. Has time from the pocket. Love comes free. And he makes the catch. A flag is down.
Prior to the pass being thrown, holding on the defense. That penalty has been declined. The result of the play is a first down.
So they motion him out here. It's just man-to-man coverage, and he's going to come down the field, and he's going to win outside. Bradley Shaw gets too much contact. And a wide-open Jeremiyah Love player trying to target him here early. That's him in motion. Here's Love again, trying to find a hole. Grounded at the 30. Here's Love running it. First down and more. Spun down finally. Orange Bowl against Penn State last year. One of the toughest runs of the year. And Love gets hit here and again bounces off the defender and in for the Irish touchdown. He shows that muscle again. How about the power here, fighting through contact. He gets drilled right at about the 1-yard line, but never gives up. Legs continue to churn. Razorback defense here in the first quarter. On 1st and goal, Love again to the left side. He gets slammed out of bounds after face planting a defender. Love out of the backfield, makes the defender miss, and scores! Touchdown, Notre Dame! What an incredible spin by Love.
We knew he'd have a bigger role in the throw game. Dump it down outside. Kenai Walker can't get him to the ground. A spin. Second time in the end zone for Jeremiyah Love. Running backs.
Look at that, already 7 yards per carry. And Carr has just one incompletion, and he's got another catch, and this is Love out of the backfield.
Natural hands, already 3 catches here today in this first half for Love.
Love again, first down.
Wide open for Mike Denbrock.
Here's Love, able to break a tackle. And another first down.
Tackles have plagued this Arkansas defense for consecutive weeks now, and when Xavier Sori's got a running back lined up in the hole, he's got to find a way to get it to the ground.
Travis Williams, the defensive coordinator for Arkansas, with his hands full. Carr on the boot, looking for the throwback, and it's Love out in space. Inside the 20, turns it back upfield. Love heading for the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And the entire right side of the offensive line is going to get out in front, and they are just going to pave a path for Jeremiyah Love. I mean, you cannot design it and execute it any better than this. 4 big men out in front and a lot of green grass for Jeremiyah Love.
They will keep it on the ground with Love. And look at him carry multiple defenders down to the 12-yard line. It's Love, able to break another tackle. And he hits pay dirt. Touchdown, Notre Dame. That is the 4th touchdown for Jeremiyah Love in the first half.
And Jeremiyah Love once again with the ability to make defenders miss.
20 years.
Wow. By the way, C.J. Carr still got another half of football to eclipse Deshaun Kaiser's record as a freshman. Second half for this Arkansas defense.
Clearly never had control. Third down, swing to Love. And Love is brought down out of bounds.
To tackle Anthony Knapp, and first time we see a punt from Notre Dame this game.
But it's a fake. It's a direct snap to Love, and now on the end around face on throws, and it's caught.
Oh, wow. Direct snap to the up back, end around, and then a pass down the field to Malachi Fields. Wow, wow, wow.
I'm sure Marcus Freeman thought if we convert that, that might be ball game. We'll find out. Ball, though, able to make a play there at the line of scrimmage and get Jeremiyah Love to the ground. Love again, trying to make a defender miss in the hole. No running room. I don't think there is anything he can't do. Love trying to spin in the hole.
4 touchdowns, 2 on the ground and 2 through the air. And they start off with who else but Love, who bursts up close to an opening first down. To Love on the left side, and he is wrestled for a big loss. Easier said than done, but on 2nd and 13 here, they give it back to Love, and not much there, so that'll bring up 3rd and long.
All about, they're going to make Notre Dame earn it. Here's the end of the down here. The ball almost comes out. Jeremiyah finds it at the end. Faison's face mask. They're knocking on the door.
Notre Dame has been pretty much flawless from inside the red zone. When they've had their chances, they've usually finished it off, and barreling his way close to the 5-yard line. He's in there along with Jeremiah Irby. So Love, and that's what he does so well. Picks a hole, doing whatever it takes to pick up yardage.
I mean, 4 and 5 guys hitting him. He's making extra yards. I'll tell you what, there's a conversation about whether or not that ball broke the plane before he hit. Hard to tell. Looks like he's probably down there. I think they spotted it right.
Is from just outside the 1, and they do snap it to Love on the Wildcat. He's trying to get there. He's stopped by Boise State.
Tempo trying to get Boise State on their heels.
And on the ground they go. Look at the move by Love. Darting back and forth, weaving his way for a huge gain. Devon Banks finally brought him down, but the Jeremiyah Love show continues with a gain of 37.
Just keep giving him his ops. Offensive line controlling the line of scrimmage. You can't give this guy that much space. It's going to be over the lateral quickness, the speed, the shiftiness, and the finish.
And on the ground they go again, weaving his way for another big gain of 7 is Love. Slow to get up. The last thing you want to see.
It's like they're tending to his left knee. The jump cut and the finish. Didn't see it where the foot was lodged into the ground. Looks like he's going to be okay. Oh, and he finishes. He is something else.
Team personnel signaled to Love's dad with 2 thumbs up, indicating that he is okay. We'll see what happens on this possession. I think I see him running out on the field now.
That's Amarian McCoy, the veteran. Get him to jump and run right past him.
And here's Love. They give it to him this time. He's got nowhere to go. Tries to spin his way back to the line of scrimmage.
Good addition for the Irish.
So here comes Mr. Love. First down and more. All the way down to the Boise State 40 before he's brought down by Zion Washington. So Love, who came out of the game earlier, looks like he hasn't lost a step.
No doubt. Look at this. Look at that right there. You kidding me? Big kick out by Knapp outside. Shroud creating a seam inside. And trust me, Ford's going to get through it, breaking tackles, hurdling, and finishing forward.
Opening half. Carr across the middle. That one's complete to Love, whose receiving duties are increasing by each and every game.
Just getting started. He's improving week after week.
Another first down for Notre Dame. And here is Love. Look at the misdirection, just making people miss.
The scoring opportunity.
From the 16-yard line of the Broncos. Here's Love. And that's what he does. Spins just when you think you have him, and he's inside the 10. Under a minute left in the opening half. And they get it to Love. Jeremiyah with another touchdown.
This is the touchdown. I just want you to watch the interior 3. It's about 1,000 pounds of weight when you talk about Stroud, Craig, and Lambert. Hand this guy the ball. They're going to knock those guys off the line of scrimmage as easy as can be. So even though Boise State has made it hard on Notre Dame at different times, and we're talking about how disciplined, how tough Boise is, not showing it right now.
So Leonard Moore showing his presence here in his first game back. And
I would hand it off or throw a screen.
There's a handoff to Love. And Love gets it pretty good. There's one of those signature leaps that he's famous for.
Jeremiyah Love gets tired of secondary guys going at his legs. They anticipated McCoy.
McCoy says, I've seen your highlight reel. I'm not going down low.
Because I'm going high. How about that? Kung Fu fighting. Kicked him right in the face.
And with a loss by that latest play, second down and 18 from Notre Dame. Here's Love, just kind of picking his way along the left side.
They're knocking on the door.
Gain of 33 for Pauling, his longest reception of the year. Jeremiyah Love looking for a hole on the left side. Not much going there. Options, that play sheet. So many options, first and goal. And Carr will give it to Love. Love looked like he was going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage and just gets it back to the 5-yard line. Second down and goal on the opening drive for Notre Dame. Love looking, hurdling, gets down to about the 2-yard line. Got him.
You know, Jeremiyah Love, he loves to leap over people. He thinks these secondary guys are going to go low, so he hurdles a lot. Maybe too much, but you call that the meat grinder. Turn him back inside. NC State defense coming after him.
Ball at the 2, third and goal. Double tight end formation with Love behind Carr. They give it to Love. Another touchdown for Jeremiyah.
Watch these guys knock them off the ball. Double teams at the point of attack, removal. You knock 44 out of there, you knock 54 out of there, and there he is. You can't give that guy all that space. Love the patience to run it Run it and run it one more time. Beat him by 5 yards. CJ put it on him.
Pauling with some huge chunk receptions. That one good for 42. So on 1st and 10, on the ground to Love. Pauling show from CJ Carr. And now on 2nd and 13, Jeremiyah Love juking his way for a few. One good for the first down. So Carr finds somebody other than Pauling for the first time. And this time Love trying to pick his way around the left side, bounces it out like he does usually. And close to the 12-yard line goes Jeremiyah Love. And Love almost stopped at the line of scrimmage, but then somehow he gets it down close to the 6-yard line for another first down, perhaps.
Huge emphasis coming into this game for NC State is to tackle. They have not been a good tackling team so far, and that's not going to be on the clinic reel right there. They miss one in the backfield. It's an arm tackle. It's another arm tackle. And then Love is falling forward.
Like all the rest of the people that just try to tackle Love with the shoulders. He is hard to wrap up, and here he is trying to get that first down.
I don't think he got it.
Might be short.
The ruling on the field of the runner being short of the line to gain is under further review.
I'd be shocked if they overturned it.
That is Brandon Cleveland and company up front trying to push Love back. Bounce back.
Review, the ruling on the field is upheld. It's 4th down.
Yep, CJ. But CJ wants no part of that. He is all business, a perfectionist who wants every play to go his way. Starts off on the ground here. Back in there. And they give it to him. And here's Love. Cross the 15 to the 16. Love with just 32 yards in the opening half. And he gets the call and gets nowhere.
Albers 4 and 24 in this game.
And here's a start. And Jeremiyah Love, who's been sitting on the sidelines for a long time, lowers his shoulder and ends off a big chunk.
One more time, it's Jeremiyah Love. The guy just has natural juice to him. Square shoulders, and then he bounces it outside. The receivers do an excellent job blocking. I love the call, love the throw. Another big play for this Irish offense.
Carr spreading it around. This time he keeps it to Love. Just stops in his tracks. 2nd down and 6 now. Carr spinning back to his left. And he's found Love, but he drops it.
Something else.
Big gain there by Faison as Love gets the call to the football team. And then he later turned that into a football scholarship in short order. And there is Love just busting up the middle for a nice gain. High-level lacrosse camps up there. And in the end, turn their kids into some of the best lacrosse players in the country. This is Love.
Money, and they have the pedal down. They want another touchdown.
He's got 109 yards through the air. And Jeremiyah Love has his latest touchdown.
You make a big play like that, get on the ball quickly and get it snapped. Again, this Notre Dame offensive line controlling the line of scrimmage.
See, when Love gets involved, that'll be on 2nd down and 10 with a hole. Jeremiyah Love, major speed across midfield. Will they catch him? They will, just inside the 15. You know it's a threat of a home run every time he touches it.
And Jeremiyah Love is going to run right to the area that was voided by the safety. You see the corner running in man coverage. He's no threat.
Touchdowns, 8 on the ground, 3 through the air. He had 2 rushing touchdowns last week against NC State. Looking for another one here. Bursts away from the initial, and he's got it. Touchdown. Jeremiyah Love does it all on the drive.
Well, they're going to bring Raritan in motion. He's going to cut off the backside, and just watch Jeremiyah Love just show a little patience, let these blocks set up, and then squirt out to the backside.
Happy with the results that he's gotten on the field. Appreciate it, KT. Whatever he's doing is working, and he's going to pick up the first down here.
A little bit more honest and cover both run and pass. They can't crowd the line of scrimmage.
Tall task for defensive coordinator Danton Lynn, but it works here. Jeremiyah Love initially in his tracks. Gentry so talented, so unique at his spot. Another free rusher is going to set up the screen for Love to the outside. He gets across the 40. They're going to mark him down at the 41-yard line for this Notre Dame offense. Ryan Price, who had a 32-yard scamper to put them in this threatening position. 2 runs, 2 passes, this time back to the ground for Love. And the stutter step move gets him across the 20 into the red zone. He loses his helmet. He'll have to go off after the first down carry.
Box, we can run the football against this kind of a look.
It's Love, and it's another solid start on first down. Gets over to the 40-yard line. And then also a trust from Denbrock that if he sees something at the line of scrimmage, he can call a new play. Love, look out. Jeremiyah can't bring him down inside the 35. There is no stopping Jeremiyah Love.
Well, watch again. Billy Shrouth, watch the guard just annihilate his guy. Take him all the way to the other side. 2 deep safeties. Let's run the box for C.J. Carr, who's now settled in to the game.
Love back in there to the outside. Jeremiyah Love, the stiff arm. It's 1st and goal.
And they're going to lead, and then you're going to see Malachi Fields, number 0, with the crackback. He gets the block on Gentry, and they get inside the 5-yard line.
Love this time is Stonewall.
I say give it to 4 here.
On 2nd and goal, it is Love. And he is stopped.
With a throw.
On 2nd down and 5, Carr to Love to the outside, shows off the speed. Love still on his feet across the 30, gets taken down inbounds by Fitzgerald. Love in the backfield, Pauling in motion. 1:12 to play with 2 timeouts. Carr back to Love, and he dropped it. Makes it 2nd down and 25 for this offense. With a ground game that has chewed up yards, they'll stick in the air. Carr over the top to Love, turn it up the sideline and get out of bounds. 3rd and 20, so potentially aid the Trojans in one final gasp to end the half. Carr steps up. Carr gets out of the pocket, and he does complete to Love, but it's out of bounds. And then a hit that this crowd is going to want, a late hit. It's not going to come, but it does stop the clock.
And you can see he intentionally went out of bounds. I mean, he didn't try to fall back towards the field of play and keep the clock moving.
So far tonight, Love is in there. 1st down from the 37-yard line. Handed to him. Jeremiyah with a head of steam to the outside. Love into the secondary, across midfield, dives forward, and he'll be ruled down at the 47-yard line.
Well, first of all, watch the block of Raritan. All right, that's going to get him to the edge. And then on the perimeter, again, Will Pauling with the block, Faison with the block, and a big explosive run. The Genesis pylon cam willing to block.
150 yards on 11 carries for Love. Looking for more. Good blocking. Slicing his way through this USC defense from his career-high rushing yards. They'll throw it on 2nd down and 4, right back to number 4 for a 1st down. Inside the top 120 in America. This one 4th and 1. Handoff. Love barrels forward, and he's got the 1st down.
Watch these 2 guys in motion, come right to the point of attack, and Jeremiyah Love gets right in behind him. Power football, they both get physical blocks, and Jeremiyah Love does the rest.
He also has a new career high at 157 yards against Purdue earlier this year. This one 158 here tonight. Got it on the delay. Gets to the edge, inside the 20, and shoved out of bounds by Nicholson. He was a non-factor earlier in the season. Last couple of games, he has exploded. It's Love, usually a good idea, and that's why Jeremiyah Love sets it up 1st and goal.
That's in Trojan territory.
12th interception of the season for Notre Dame, tied for the 2nd most in the country. Now you can hand it off to this guy, Jeremiyah Love. Gains 2 to go up to 173 yards on the night to go with his touchdown. Playing this 3rd quarter, Notre Dame has grasped the momentum back. Now it's Love up the middle. Stutter step move, and a nice job of nearing his first 200-yard game in there. 15 minutes to decide a winner here tonight, and it is Love up the middle. Just snakes his way through for the 1st down, picks up 8. Captains on this offensive line, along with Emil Wagner And they have played some great football up front to make room for this guy. Not this time, though. Find a way, as they've been bent here to not break. It's Love across the 15. And they will roll him down to the 13-yard line.
And it's another turnover for Notre Dame.
Jeremiyah Love swallowed. Plays to get 1.5.
Big hole on the right side.
They're going to go that way with Love, who's got enough for the first.
A void over here. They tried to shift to it late. They pulled Billy Shroud. They got the nice lead block by Pauling, and they're able to pick up the first down. Pauling.
Delayed handoff. Jeremiyah Love shows the burst. And another big gain gets him over 200 yards on the night. This time 15 to put him right at the knocking door of the red zone.
Yeah, watch the center, Joe Otting, again making his first start. Does a nice job right in the middle of the defense. The right guard in there does a nice job.
Battled off win after win to get to the playoff and eventually the national championship game. As Carr hands it right back to Love. Jeremiyah Love with a seam. It's 1st and goal.
And wide receivers. Starts right here. The offensive line blocks down. Raritan gets a block. Now watch the 2 receivers out front.
Today, I had a feeling Notre Dame might try to take a shot early on to soften up that coverage.
Play action. Carr wants to go deep again. He'll be flush. Patient pressure on the move, and the pass sails out of bounds, incomplete. Love in the area. On and Tony. Chilly afternoon. Fighting Irish get it back, their second possession. Jeremiyah Love will test the right edge, and nothing doing.
Presenting some defensive looks that I think are causing some hesitation at the quarterback position.
On 2nd and 10, into the flats, Jeremiyah Love eases down, spins ahead.
In the ball game.
3rd down and 9, 5 minutes in. And Love with a handoff to the perimeter. Easing his way through traffic.
Now they're real stingy. The question is, are they going to be able to score some points with Dylan Lonergan back in the lineup at quarterback for the Boston College Eagles? Defensive back KP Price, they'll line him up at linebacker, they'll line him up at safety, play him in man coverage. Really fun player to watch.
Our Chili's 3 impact players.
What gives today between Notre Dame's run game and Boston College's defense?
Power formation. Love tries to get to the edge, spins away from one tackler. Setbacks at Miami and against Texas A&M on 4th and goal from the 11. Love, full head of steam, lowers the boom. After BC went for it on 4th and 2, analytics suggested to kick the field goal. Notre Dame gets it back. Love off the screen with a burst and a first down.
To think about a big picture, if you're Boston College, you're 1-7 on the season, and if you can find a way to knock off the number 12 team in the country today.
Only counterpoint there, Luca Lombardo perfect this season, one of just 8 kickers nationally, but agree in the sense you're going for the win.
The right call.
And for the run by Jeremiyah Love for 3. Carr will dump it off to his star running back, and the home run threat, even the spin becomes electric for Dose as we go for Dose, brought to you by Dos Equis. Carr, screen, Jeremiyah Love reaching, and I don't think so. On November 1st. Carr to Love. Jeremiyah Love with a penalty flag down, rumbles across the 45. The national championship.
Offside defense, number 46 was lined up in the neutral zone. Penalties decline. 2nd down.
Going all the way back to 2008. A 17-0 win by the Eagles. Love on 2nd and short. Drive continues towards midfield. Goal. 11 straight completions for C.J. Carr. Here's Jeremiyah Love over the left side, and if that, 2nd and goal. Pauling went in motion. Jeremiyah Love searching for a crease, finds one into the end zone for the Notre Dame touchdown. What a response after the 21-play drive by BC. Beamer's team feels like they'll have a chance to pull off the upset. Ole Miss has been awfully impressive. After the interception by Don Schuler, Jeremiyah Love, full head of steam, and there he goes.
Love off to the races. Will reach the end zone for the Fighting Irish touchdown and wake up the echoes.
I want you to see how Jeremiyah Love sets up this block. Watch how he stretches the defense, and then he allows his offensive line in the zone scheme to go to work. And really, the big fella Wagner at right tackle really seals off the defense. But it's how the running back presses the line of scrimmage. He's patient, and as soon as he sees his hole, he hits the go button, and the rest is history. But if you're Boston College, be prepared for a fake.
James Rendell, an Australian punter out of Melbourne. You mentioned the fake. There it is. Love trying to get to the edge, the hurdle, and I don't think so. BC was ready and waiting.
Touchdowns. I think the biggest thing, though, after that SC game 2 weeks ago, no turnovers here today.
Yeah, there was the one interception thrown near the goal line.
He's doing it here in the second half of this game.
Yes, he is, Stormy. He has made some big-time throws down the field for touchdowns today. He's a very polished young man. You can tell great leadership skills, and here's a big 4th down.
4th down, Fighting Irish will go for it. Carr dumps it off. Love picks up the first.
For the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, but you have to think there is some sort of solution. And the biggest key for Notre Dame moving forward
in his career after a 98-yarder last season.
I mean, that's clinic tape. That run, the way he set up the block and the offensive line washed everyone down, and then when he sees that hole, I mean,
this exact spot. They'll have it on 1st down, and this one's going to barely get back to the line of scrimmage, if that.
Ball accuracy is outstanding.
Last time on this field against USC, Jeremiyah Love had 228 rushing yards, but in 2 carries, he gets 0.
Yeah.
Still no Jaden Greathouse, but Will Pauling has really stepped up over the last month of the season. It's Carr, it's Love, wide open with room to run. Across the 30, and Jeremiyah Love converts on a 3rd and 10 for a big gain of 24 yards.
Well, this is a beautiful call by Mike Denbrock, because watch, they're going to blitz this linebacker, and they're going to release Jeremiyah Love instead of keeping him in to pick up the blitz, and nobody's there to cover him. Anticipating that inside pressure.
Back-to-back passes, one for officially 27 yards, one for 52. Now it's back to the ground, and it's Jeremiyah Love. Makes a cut to make it 1st and goal. Love has 11 rushing touchdowns already on the season. Looking for 12. Hesitation. Love is going to be just short. It'll be 2nd and goal. Matt Jeffrey put in motion. It's Love. And he keeps fighting for the touchdown. Notre Dame marches right down the field.
Watch, this guy's going to get into the backfield and make a hit on Jeremiyah Love. He's unblocked. He gets a hit. But Jeremiyah Love just keeps the legs moving. Love, so it's kind of pick your poison. What do you want to try to stop?
Well, we'll try to stop Love here, and they do just enough. Love bursts through, spins away, and gets it to the 35-yard line as we go to KT.
Well,
get it from 94 yards to basically seal that game. 3rd down and 7. Give it right back to Love. Spins away, stays on his feet. Jeremiyah Love into the secondary. It's a 1st down carry into Navy territory of 17.
On 3rd down and decent yardage. Great job by Love with the spin move. And then just going north and south, knowing what he needed for the 1st down. And those are the tough yards that KT was talking about. Last week at BC, into the receiver, coming back to try to make a catch.
Sets up a fresh set from the 34. And Love gets wrestled down. So 2nd play, it's a 2nd and 10 from the 35. And it's a handoff for Love, who gets bottled up, gets back, gains half a yard. Up to the 4 catches, 27, and the score. Love, a lot of effort, but well played by this Navy defense. They never pull it down, and now Love has speed down the sideline. Jeremiyah Love, race to the pylon. He wins. Touchdown. As always, Love is the answer in South Bend.
Is going to be the guy that takes him to the ground, but watch number 90. Jeremiyah Love is just going to roll across his body and never touch the ground and pop back up and turn into a spectacular play.
such a godsend with how he's handled himself after losing that starting role. It's been a big reason why CJ has given the space to flourish as much as he has, as the first handoff will go for half a yard.
Pretty efficient.
Not bad. It's Love. Spin cycle gets to the 10-yard line.
Confident each and every week.
8 yards to Fields on the opening play. Here is Jeremiyah Love. Love, first down, Notre Dame. Carr will get it to Love out of the backfield, and he's tackled for a loss immediately that time. 2nd and 17, Love again. He's wrapped up, and here they are meeting up. Love. Jeremiyah Love with a spin. Here he goes. Jeremiyah Love. Jeremiyah Love over 1,000 rushing yards this season.
Sullivan Absher's going to get this block. The tight end comes along, gets on Lewis, and you're getting one-on-one with the safety Kavir Baines-Marquez, and that's not a great matchup. Jeremiyah Love is so freakishly athletic, and he's so explosive. Protect Lenore Sellers. Makes that offense so much different.
And he's so greatly gifted. Here's a guy who may be the best running back of all, Jeremiyah Love.
Revenge game for Bama after last year.
2nd and 5 for the Irish. Love patiently waiting and then getting to the outside as he spins towards the line again, and a flag is down.
Holding. Offense number 76. 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Love. As this time he is taken down, they were quick to get to him. 2nd and 7. Carr. He's backed up to the 46, and then he goes underneath to Love, and Love is forced out of bounds by Battle against Notre Dame in the midst of a 6-play, 49-yard drive. This time after a gain of just a couple of. Love, as he goes ahead to the 12-yard line. Garrett Schmidt, freshman kicker, missed from 46 earlier. Jeremiyah Love, look at the body control and balance as it's 1st and goal Irish. Love, and a spectacular 56-yard touchdown run to open up our day of scoring. Love again, and this time he's wrapped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Explosives, and that has to continue in the second half.
As Love takes it ahead. You ever see the speed training where they hook up the parachute to the back of a guy?
How long can this defense hold up?
Katie mentions that Coach saying you got to affect CJ Carr. Right now it's you got to tackle Jeremiyah Love in the backfield. And Love on 4th and 2. Can he get to the edge? Yes, easily. When you have Jeremiyah Love, it solves a lot of problems.
And he's unable to do it. First, it was Jadarian Price making a miss. This time it's Love, and that's just explosiveness and speed and the ability to accelerate away from 2 defenders. 3rd down as well.
It's 1st and goal Irish. Love trying to find an opening before he's wrapped up by Lovelace.
You know, over 90 yards. You got to be careful if you're Pitt.
First Notre Dame player ever with 2 90-plus yard touchdown runs. And Jeremiyah Love, I mean, how talented is this guy that he can just, he's your early downs. He can be your receiver out of the backfield. So versatile, so skilled.
2 points, but Marcus Freeman will take it.
It's 30-9 after that sequence.
The real small windows.
Love can't find anything at all, so he is tackled for a loss. It's 17 games, and by the way, it's a 40-11 average score in those home games. Jeremiyah Love, extra yardage as he drags McIntyre ahead. Love with 137 rushing yards today.
as he takes it ahead for another first down for the Irish. Love. Carr on 2nd and 11 as he'll go underneath to Love, and Love turns those shoulders upfield. It is dangerous as he trots his way to move the chains again. As Love muscles his way to the 10-yard line. Love straight ahead as he backs his way to the 5-yard line.
45. And Carr hands off to his main man, Jeremiyah Love. Are you kidding me? Last week, the first time he touched it, he went the distance. He goes to the house again. First touch goes 45 yards. And Jeremiyah Love's Heisman campaign continues.
Just watch the movement on the right side of this offensive line, just knocking them back. And what you want to do on defense is you want to split the ball out to the corner and see if the corner can make a tackle. But when you're trying to tackle Jeremiyah Love, it's not quite so easy. Watch this guy right here. He'll take that matchup any day of the week.
Carr, pressure from the backside. Streaking down the sidelines, a nice play there on Jeremiyah Love.
They take Jeremiyah Love and they motion him out, and Sparrow has to adjust. Does a good job rerouting Love.
Price, another big pull, another first down, another big game. Actually, that's Love with the carry. Syracuse defense, which is ranked 123rd in the country. On 1st and goal from the 7, Love picking out a hole.
How physical he is at the end of the down. Great quickness, great acceleration, but here he is. He gets those shoulders square, and once he gets hit, he's always driving forward.
Is Love going to get another touchdown? Close, just short of the goal line, bring up 3rd and goal.
And the best head coaches I've been around, that's what they have.
So Notre Dame taking over here on downs, and Jeremiyah Love skirts through for another big game and a first down. My head coach, well, he bypassed that, became a head coach at Syracuse. After not having that title of coordinator, there's another gain for Jeremiyah Love in this game. Notre Dame now set up at the 14-yard line. Here's Jeremiyah Love looking for his latest touchdown. You bet.
Just a pretty simple play again. They're dominating the line of scrimmage, knocking them off the ball, but you know, Love just has great quickness to get to the edge. He finds the crease, and if you get a blue shirt on a white shirt, there's no way he's going to let anybody take him down. Excellent job by Raritan. Outside, the receivers are
in the history of Notre Dame football, the way the Irish came out scoring. And here is Love. Is he going to go again? Just trying to catch him, and Jeremiyah Love has himself another long one. 68 yards this time.
Do here, it's stretch and cut. He's going to come this way, and then he's going to get north and south. And the guys up front doing a heck of a job. Joe Otting, the center, moving people by. They block well on the backside. When he gets to the second level, you're just simply not going to tackle this guy.
This freshman is not dinking and dunking. He is pushing the ball down the field with the best of them.
He will hand the ball off to his Heisman Trophy candidate tailback Jeremiyah Love, who gets a couple yards.
Games of the year if they're going to hang with the Fighting Irish tonight.
Big underdog Stanford is in this game. Love gets another carry, bounces off one would-be tackler, and then gets swarmed and driven backwards. 8 here for the Irish near midfield. Carr is going to take the snap and hand it off to Love. Right side run, nice cut, and Love gets stopped, I believe, right at the line to gain. They're going to say first down. Could be that we are going to have a review.
The ruling on the field of the runner reaching the line of game is under further review.
Notre Dame is spotted back and didn't get the first down. Our first quick look, and it's a difficult decision.
After further review, the runner was short of the line of game. It'll be 4th down.
First down play. 2nd and 10. Love in the backfield. They'll give it to Jeremiyah Love. Right side run. There's that patented spin move. Man, I mean, he uses the spin move not just out in the open field one-on-one. He'll use it in traffic, and it makes him such a unique running back to watch.
And this is on Stanford's best defender, 35. Matt Rose, you were just talking about him earlier in this drive, Flem. Second in the ACC with 97 tackles, and Jeremiyah Love makes them look silly in the hole.
That's different. 3rd and 2 for Notre Dame. Love's going to get it again straight ahead, and there goes Love. And finally brought down inside the 25 at the 20. Gain of 18.
Great block by the center, Joe Audin, 64. And then Jeremiyah Love, you see he makes one miss carrying the ball. Otherwise, he's going to make a game-breaking play for the end zone.
Mitchell Eber sort of held on for dear life. Love straight ahead. Jeremiyah Love, what a move. Inside the 5, down to the 3.
Great running and also great blocking by Lambert and Wagner. I wanted you to see this right guard, right tackle just completely wash down the Stanford front, and that's right tackle Wagner getting up to the 2nd level.
And this is where Stanford's defense has actually been really good, but Notre Dame's so hard to stop down here. Love is going to go down on 1st and goal
against the Fighting Irish.
Frank Reich told us one of the keys to this game, make them kick some field goals. Love into the end zone, touchdown. No field goal here. Notre Dame takes the opening drive of the game and goes down the field to punch it in. Another touchdown for Jeremiyah Love. Maybe what we do take for granted, the greatness of Jeremiyah Love, who just set a new Notre Dame program record with his 21st touchdown this year. What a year for the great Jeremiyah Love. Carr maybe changing something before the snap. Is going to hand it off to Love, who will try to turn the corner. Another spin move from Jeremiyah Love. And even though it only got him maybe a couple extra yards, 4 overall on the 2nd down run. And he's a little slow to get up. When he's up and he's walking off the field. Four different Stanford players were there to help bring him down. I don't know if maybe at the end it was that big guy Ibar kind of landed on him with that knee. Incompleted 2nd down. Let's go down to Stormy.
Well, Dave, Jeremiyah Love not on the field, but he is on the sideline with his helmet strapped up. A Notre Dame staffer told me when they took him back to the locker room, it was to get fitted for a rib protector. Since he's come back out after taking that knee in the midsection that we saw earlier, he was warming up, did some high knees. He gave a thumbs up to the crowd when they asked him if he was okay, got some good applause, and then did a little bit of a King Kong pounding on the chest. So I guess the protector is working.
Off on a busy final Saturday of the season.
That's a good tease. Jeremiyah Love, he gets swarmed. So on 3rd down, they hand it to Love, who's back in the game. Answers some of our questions about how Notre Dame is going to play this here in the 2nd half. And Jeremiyah Love will get the ball right side, turns a corner. Love goes out of bounds.
But boy, does he play tough, and that was an excellent catch.
Love in the backfield. He'll get another carry right side, and a penalty flag thrown.
Holding, defense number 94. Penalty enforced after distance to the goal. Automatic, 1st down.
And I know with that, too, there's a little bit of a bittersweetness for Frank Reich and this being his last game after everything that he brought to the program this year. What can you say?
To my family, they deserve me. I need to go home. So I just have so much respect for Frank Reich and what he accomplished this year.
Pressure comes. They're going to dump it down to Jeremiyah Love, who breaks a tackle, then steps out of bounds.
Proof is in the pudding. The committee cares about how you win and what it looks like.
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that. When I use the word insecurity, Love gets tackled in the open field.
3rd down and 7. 3 straight short passes. Catch and run. And a 1st down. Great job after the catch to 3rd and medium. 3-man rush. They still get near. Carr, and the throw is errant. Given a pocket. Hand fighting. And what a catch. Love is the running back on the left hip of C.J. Carr. Love, a lead blocker for C.J. Carr. He got as if he was going to call a timeout, then realized they would be able to substitute without too many men on the field. Carr, look out. Throws it nowhere. 2nd and goal under 3.5 to go. Carr Design quarterback draw. Touchdown.
In formation for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. There's only 5 Miami Hurricanes in there.
Notre Dame trailing now for the first time in the ball game.
Let's see how aggressive they get. To the air on first down. Carr through his progressions. Jump pass. Oh! A minute 4 to work with. Burnett, career-long 52 yards. Carr in the pocket. Lost wide open. The soft spot of the zone. It's Raritan again. The gain of 5 sets up 3rd and 5. Carr couldn't get away. He told us he's as competitive a player that he's ever been around. So we asked him who caught more fish as Carr looks to the outside, feels the pressure. That is in the direction of nobody. And
at or near the line of scrimmage.
Carr on 2nd and 7. Rainbow, sideline. Pauling the motion man. Carr lets it fly. Open, caught. First down for Fields and a gain of 20. To the officials. Carr looking, taking a lot of time. Over the middle, he rips. Incomplete. Carr over the middle. Greathouse leaves it for Faison. Now back to Jeremiyah Love, and he's going to go out of bounds. This game is over.
Now it's 14-10. As Notre Dame starts off on this 2nd down play call with a nice completion to Jordan Faison. On 2nd and 4. Carr steps back. Plenty of time. All day to throw. No one could get open, so Carr tucks it. Notre Dame with all 3 of its timeouts. And Carr's got pressure from the backside. The ball is batted free, and it's recovered by Purdue at the 19. Here comes the pressure. Carr escapes it, steps up, pump fakes once, twice, and then overthrows.
But once he gets out of the pocket here,
Five-man rush. Carr gets hit as he launches it deep, and it is pulled in. Down and 6. Again, a roll to the right and a throw to the right. It's caught. In trouble. Carr throws it out of bounds. That might be grounding. An 11 a.m. kick. How do you feel about playing in an SEC stadium? He said, it's Notre Dame time. That's all I'm thinking. And boy, he looks very poised and in control and command. First down, Malachi Fields for the Irish.
Jeremiyah Love just showing a little bit of anything. Watch him get outside and get this block on the corner. It's going to really spring Malachi Fields to pick up this first down. What can he do, Dave Pasch? That's what I ask you.
Offensive line. Just short of the first down was Love, so 2nd down and 1. And to the air for the first time, complete to Faison for the first down. And in his early career, another example there, just the feeling to get the Boise State defender up in the air and pick up the first down. This time, he's going through the air, and it was in double coverage that he tried to get it into Malachi Fields.
Quickly.
The defensive coordinator, Eric Shenander, you just saw there, hoping for a stop here on 3rd and 10. Carr is not going to get there this time. And here we go with Carr trying to pick it up downfield. Wide open was his receiver for what appeared like a touchdown.
Off sides, and then they go ahead and snap the ball. There's Pauling in the slot, a lot of green grass.
And against this latest series from its own 25. Quick drop by Carr, has some pressure, and that's complete to Fields, and a big wide receiver with a nice spin move all the way up across the 45-yard line. Remember, they had 4th and goal. They went for it from just outside the 1 and were unable to get it. Here's Carr on 1st and goal from the 4, just throws it away. On 3rd and 10, he's next to Carr, and Carr goes to Faison. Faison, his favorite receiver, coming into the game. On 3rd and 7. Carr, quick flip. Raritan gets maybe 3 yards more. Notre Dame trying to get some distance between the underdog NC State team. Carr going to the goal line. Pauling!
We saw him throw a touchdown to K.K. Smith earlier. He sees it. They protect it. One more time. Pauling in the middle of the field with no help.
For him and for Notre Dame.
So 2 timeouts for the Irish from the 16-yard line. Carr, quick throw. Raritan with a catch across the 20.
And picks up a nice gain.
Quickly back to the line. It's Carr. Good protection. Now he'll evade. Directing traffic. Carr uncorks over double coverage. It is brought in, but incomplete. 1st and goal. Carr, design run. And he gets 2 pick sixes late in the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 4 here for Notre Dame. It's Carr. Lets it fly. Oh, it's dropped. 1st and goal. Design run for Carr. And he gets it to the 1.5-yard line. Carr, second chance, is good. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
But watch the block by Jeremiyah Love. Maybe the best running back in college football. He's a lead blocker on this play.
Off a record-setting performance 2 weeks ago against SC. And Love in pass pro. Carr to the air on 1st down. Heaves one looking for Fields, and it's incomplete.
Over early on into this ball game today.
Love motions out. 8 in the box. They'll set up the screen. And the far side rumble by Will Pauling. Ranked 12th. And with their eyes on the grand prize at the very end, the college football playoff once again. Backside pressure on the way. Carr heaves it deep and incomplete. On 4th down, first big play of this one, broken up. Like this month when it comes to college football. BC will stack the box. Carr wants to throw it, and the freshman signal caller will step up. Plenty of green in front of him. Well, he faked the pass 10 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. 3rd down. C.J. Carr trying to slam the door shut. Layers it beautifully to Will Pauling.
In the air, but the explosive plays in the air have been the difference from last offensive season to this offensive season. And now they're going to go for it. It's Carr. It's caught. Malachi Fields. I love over the middle. Then the deep ball to Malachi Fields to eventually set up the Love touchdown. They'll go to the air for the first play here. It's a catch by Will Pauling, who gets sandwiched after a gain of 2. 7-yard reception on 3rd and 10. Carr will throw, and this one is read perfectly by the Navy defense. And paired by good offense, then of course good kicking game, which you said really impacted them as well in their failed attempts. Carr on the fadeaway, and it's dropped. They bring 5. Carr, well protected, finds Pauling. First down and then some inside the 20. Pauling stay on his feet. Pauling all the way to the 5.
Well, it starts with good pass protection. Jeremiyah Love's going to stay in to help. Good job by the front.
The sack on 4th down by their defense. Now what can their offense offer up? Carr. That was denied that time in the 2026 NFL Draft. 2nd and 15. Carr with time downfield, and he gets it complete. A pitch and catch to his big tight end, Eli Raritan.
Who just picked him off. He's got to throw this up and over top of him in zone coverage. Takes his steps, throws it out on time, and
Can they manage these final seconds? Oh, that was dangerous. And fortunately for Notre Dame, he held on to the ball. Third and goal. And right into the end zone is Fields. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. They're down in 10 as Carr gets it complete to the star of the day among the wide receivers, Malachi Fields. Perform and execute, but instead 4th and 3, they stay on the field. Carr's going to run it himself, and with that, he goes into the end zone for an Irish rushing touchdown.
The ball, catching the ball. Watch this block right here. He's the lead blocker. He's He's got to get up at the second level, bang. Right into the safety, Kabir Baines-Marquez.
Notre Dame had it for 7 minutes in the first half. They scored 49.
All of those defensive touchdowns. Carr goes to work, and a nice grab there by Jordan Faison.
The sideline and watch the ball game, but he wants to be out there in the fire with his teammates.
First and goal. Play fake to Love. End zone touchdown. And they made that look easy.
This is strictly football. This has zero to do with how tall you are, how much you weigh. This has nothing to do with the combine. It's everything to do with just the tape. This is literally just the tape.